Obama's ratings are going up, and it's the Republicans' fault. That's what we'll talk about at today's lunch video. I hope you're having a nice lunch, and I hope this doesn't spoil it. The Gallup poll now has, for the first time since July, President Obama's favorability higher than his unfavorability. Rasmussen, who polls likely voters as opposed to Gallup, who polls adults, still finds him in negative territory, 45 to 54. But everybody has Obama moving up from the low 40s to the mid and the high 40s as a result of the last 2 weeks. And it's entirely the fault of the House Republicans. The House Republicans and the Senate Republicans negotiated a very good deal with the Senate Democrats. The deal called for a 2-month extension of the payroll tax cuts, financed by cuts in spending, not by increases in taxes, and a move to force Obama to decide on the Keystone Pipeline that we talked about in a couple of videos ago that makes him choose between the unions and the environmentalists. All the House had to do was pass the bill, and they would have scored a big victory. Instead, they snatched defeat from the jaws of victory by instead saying that they weren't going to pass a 2-month extension. It was going to be a year or nothing. And yeah, from the point of view of a tax accountant, it makes sense to do your planning over the course of a year. But for goodness sakes, the Republicans had the whole country scared to death that their payroll taxes were going to go up, a kind of inverse Christmas present. Everybody was focusing on the shenanigans going on in Washington. And the Republicans were not able to make their case for a year as opposed to 2 months. Instead, Obama, with his huge megaphone, made it appear as if they were opposing a tax cut. Tax cuts, the seminal Republican issue, became a Democratic issue and permitted Obama to say that if the tax cuts don't help billionaires, the Republicans aren't interested. They literally handed him that issue. It was outrageous, totally and completely irresponsible. Now, the Republicans are about to step in it again when we deal with unemployment benefits, and that's what we'll talk about in tomorrow's video. But we need to get some sense into these House Republicans. It's not enough to be purist. You need some brains in how you go about it, too. Have a nice lunch. See you tomorrow.